10 most expensive wines of the world. Welcoming my viewers to today's exciting video, where you would come across the world's top expensive wines. Billionaires having an excellent taste and desire for lavishing wines spend quite a bit share of their wealth on notable wines. Today, we're going to show you the 10 most expensive wines in the world. Ranging from a few bucks to thousands and millions of dollars, there is tremendous diversity in wines. Elites purchase immensely expensive brands merely for the love of wines itself and as a sign of gentry status. At the same time, others splurge hundreds of thousands on a single bottle that may be kept as a symbol of nobility regarding its history. The means of extractions, fine quality manufacturing, cost of production, manufacturing rate, the reputation of the winery, and of course, the public demand add further worth to wine. As for the taste, the older the wine is, the better the taste is. Before slipping into the video, don't forget to subscribe to the channel, like the video, and hit that bell icon so you get notified about my upcoming videos. So, let us get into those elite wines that are used all around the globe. Number 10, Chateau Diem, $117,000. Occupying the 10th position among the top most expensive wines, Chateau Diem is originally associated with the Sautoniers, the southern part of Bordeaux vineyards. This bottle of white wine, being the most expensive bottle, holds a Guinness World Book record. One of the leading connoisseurs, Christian Van Eyck, bought this wine bottle for $117,000 by the Antique Wine Company. It was harvested in 1811, and this was such a fine harvest that this wine was said to be the best white wine ever created. Chateau Diem wines are significantly known for their sweetness and concentration in flavors, along with relatively high acidity that completely balances the taste. Number 9, Cheval Blanc Saint-Emilion, 1947, $135,125. Cheval Blanc Saint-Emilion 1947 was sold for $135,125 in 2006. The hot weather in 1947 resulted in a considerable amount of sugar saturation in grapes. Although ice was added to prevent fermentation meltdown, it was still left with a little sugar and did not ferment to the fullest, as remarked by its tasters. A total of 110,000 bottles were produced, and only a few could survive. Not all the tasters disinclined its flavor, but a few managed to withstand its rich texture and opulent flavor. In this regard, a French writer, Michael Dauves, commented, "1947 Cheval Blanc defies the laws of modern enology." Number 8, Penfolds Block 42, Cabernet Sauvignon, Ampoule 2004, $168,000. Block 42 Cabernet Sauvignon Ampoule is one of Penfolds' rarest wines as regard to its exceptional taste and format of manufacture. Proceeding as a prestigious heritage and the South Australia's well-known winery, the Penfolds, Cabernet Sauvignon Ampoule 2004 is now celebrated by combining it with Glass Ampoule 2012. These precious bottles of wine cost $168,000. The wine holds no such great history, but it's worthy due to the process of production, packaging, and the high esteemed brand. Having a taste of such a wine is a tremendous experience in itself. Number 7, Chateau Margaux, 1787, $225,000. Chateau Margaux, a wine state of Bordeaux wine, is one of the wines to achieve first growth status in 1855. Bordeaux's high-quality wines are extremely expensive, costing $639 for a standard-size bottle. However, taking specifically at Chateau Margaux 1787, it cannot be bought anymore as a waiter mistakenly broke it during a Margaux dinner. This wine bottle is said to be the most expensive one ever broken. Chateau Margaux 1787 is believed to be one of the most valuable pieces from Jefferson's collection. The owner claimed it over $500,000. However, its actual value declined to $225,000. Number 6, Chateau Lafite, 1869, $230,000. Owned by the Rothschild family, Chateau Lafite Rothschild is one of the most expensive and well-known wine estates in France. After being awarded back in 1855 for first growth status, it has been consistently producing one of the most elite and expensive wines. This fine bottle of wine went up for auction in Hong Kong, where an anonymous bidder bought it for $230,000, which was a great surprise for the auctioneers. The Chateau Lafite 1869 is considered as one of the rarest wines. So as to preserve this antique, bidders claimed quite an enormous amount of money. A standard bottle of 750 milliliters comes in at $911. The main reason behind the uproar in its price is the Chinese demand for wine. Number 5, Cheval Blanc, 1947, $305,000. Introduced in 1932, Chateau Cheval Blanc is one of France's leading wine manufacturers. The Fourcade-Lassac family owned Chateau Cheval Blanc 1947 since the early 19th century until it was acquired by the present-day owner, Bernard Arnault. This wine set the bars for other manufacturers. Chateau Cheval Blanc 1947 sets the standards for the winemakers. Also, this liquor is called the wine legend due to its most exquisite taste. Once someone experiences its taste, he cannot deny that this is not only one of the best Cheval Blanc of the 20th century, but also among one of the finest Clarets of that century. Number 4, Jeroboam of Chateau Margaux Rothschild, 1945, $310,000. Knowing its worth and the status among the billionaires, the price of Jeroboam of Chateau Margaux Rothschild, 1945, won't be surprising. They are among the most valued wines in the world, as it comes from the vineyards of Nathaniel Rothschild. Considered as one of the great vintages, a glass of this prestigious drink would cost someone $8,631, while a bottle of 750 milliliters is for a relatively high amount of $310,000. The subtle trace of mint and dry green moss along with vanilla enhances its savor and value, while the taste of raspberries and dried cherries add essence to its flavor. Number 3, Screaming Eagle Cabernet Sauvignon, 1992, $500,000. Cabernets, the red wine grape varieties, have always been among the top highest priced wines. A single 6-liter bottle of Screaming Eagle Cabernet 1992, also known as an Imperial, is among the most expensive wine bottles ever sold. This beauty was made in Oakville, California, so now you know you can trust Americans for the best. Its tremendous price of $500,000 cost over more than a house. Unbelievable, right? Screaming Eagle Cabernet Sauvignon was sold in 2000 at the Napa Valley in an auction for charitable purposes. Cabernet 1992 is an opaque purplish with a mesmerizing black currants aroma and a considerably exceptional and tangy flavor of oak. Number 2, Domaine Leroy Mercier Grand Cru, $551,314. Domaine Leroy Mercier Grand Cru, $551,314, among the most high-priced wines from Chateau Margaux. One of the best red Burgundies is that they are well adored and a dream to many because of their fresh, fruity flavor. No best steakhouse is considered formal with the exception of this wine. Winners crave steak, beef, shrimp with them. That makes it even more fascinating for the wine lovers. The reason for it getting more expensive for the last 2 years is its high quality. So, when you are in France and want to impress your significant other, you need to consider it a must on your table, as it is not only an eye-catcher, but also a girl grabber. Number 1, Domaine de la Romanée Conti Romanée Conti Grand Cru, $551,314. Domaine de la Romanée Conti Romaine Conti Grand Cru is one of the record-breaking expensive wines in history. Their first ever vintage wine was released in the year 1232, and when they say old is gold, this wine is the reason why. As we know, France is famous for its unique, expensive wine. So what makes Domaine de la Romaine Conti Grand Cru so unique that it made it to the top list? The answer is simple. One of the primary reasons is the low production area of yield in France that makes it even harder to produce it. 3 Pinot Noir grapes are required to produce just a bottle of Domaine de la Romaine Conti Grand Cru. Conclusion. With that being said, I've listed the top expensive and favorite wines that are definitely going to set the new standards in your taste, and you would never want to go back to your old choices. How do you feel about knowing about the wines worth your house? And among all these head-spinning liquors, which one would you want to get a taste if you could afford such worthy drinks? Let us know in the comments section down below. So guys, that's pretty much it. Don't forget to like, comment, and share the video. Happy drinking. Cheers.